Hello guys, it's me, TONIK TZW, and yes, we've done it again, and again it's with the Yadachi. If you remember a short while ago when Wargaming announced that they were bringing the Yadachi back into the game and available for global XP, I think it's 750,000, I did a little video where I was discussing how the Yadachi fits into the game now that we have tier 8 legendary, a lot of radar cruisers, a lot of long range sonar, and a hell of a lot of long range secondary guns. So we're on Islands of Ice. It is domination and not the god awful epicenter. It makes it a little bit easier to play than the epicenter mode, which I really think needs to be removed from literally tiers 7, 8 and legendary, because it's just not fitting. But put that behind us for now. We've got 2 destroyers. I've spawned on a cap. I can't remember what the other one was now, but I know that as I move forward into this capture point, basically I'm going to have a Xianyang in front of me. Sorry, excuse me, I've had something to eat and it's not exactly agreeing with me because my stomach is still a little delicate from the last week with my terrible illness. I'm about recovered, but I'm still not feeling 100%, and it's really starting to annoy me at the moment. But looking across there, there's a Missouri. That's awesome. We can see that we are located, meaning we're obviously the closest ship to a ship that is running twist and track, perceptive, or has a commander skill, i.e. a Russian cruiser, or I think Shelley Beepley, which is one of the American cruiser commanders, has that skill as well. And you can try and sort of work out roughly which ships might be running that. But we've got an approximate location. I know that people like to sneak in and sort of park up along the edges of islands, and so I'm going to run and give myself a little place to hide. And whilst looking at the minimap, I noticed that I have got 2 ships that have pushed forward with me, but they are just going to park up behind that rock to the rear of the cap, and I know that might be to protect them from a spread of torpedoes coming in. And the reason I've had to come and sit behind this rock is because they are behind that rock, and I know that if I get bumped, they are not in a position to help me either with their main guns or their secondaries. So I'm going to let those torpedoes run. You'll see that we are contested. We get 1 torpedo on and we're waiting for our torpedoes to reload. We're keeping an eye on that twist and track indicator and calling for assistance, and so we decide to go and poke our nose out. Now I'm sacrificing 10% of my hit points here to give me a little bit of extra stealth, but there we go. That guy has pushed in a little bit too far. He's fired his guns, so I can now turn. We put a wide spread out there, we get some cap resets, but he's already turning. So we are going to use that smoke to drop detection and turn around. But you'll notice that the minute I turn into that smoke, that there's no fire going onto this guy. I can see him for a little while, but it's not going to be for long. Really, he should have been absolutely deleted by those 2 battleships that are there on this cap with me. And I'm literally doing a 180. I'm going to swing back around into the cap, and we've used the torpedo reload booster because these 2 battleships here are pushing 2. We're still contested on the cap. We don't want to let red team have it, but we do land a torpedo, I think, on the destroyer as he's sailing away. So there we go. Now I'm playing quite dangerously in the cap here because I know that I've got the battleships on my right, but knowing that that destroyer has taken a torpedo, I'm thinking I want to get in on this guy. I can potentially take him out myself. So we're looking at where these 2 battleships are going. We're going to put some torpedoes across there. We're going to save a set, and we're going to push in with our guns loaded with HE and try and bump this guy in his smoke screen. Now this is always risky because red team know that there is a battleship out here, But there we go, switch to guns, and obviously it doesn't lock on for me initially, but there we go, we get it, and that Jumbart out there is got eyes for me, darling. And I need to GTFO, drop detection, here we go. See, he sat with a full load of HE ready for me. And it's like, seriously guys, what is going on here? Those two guys that are on this cap with me appear to have backed off, not pushed forward, and it's like, what is going on, you know? It's not looking good. I've got a battleship contesting me on a cap, and I've got two battleships there with me. So what are we going to do here? How far away is he? What's he going to do? I've got some torpedoes up, but there's some little islands in the way. So I'm afraid it's going to be a nope. We're going to nope out of here. We're having a look around, see what's going on. I'm thinking, nah, shoot, he's not going to back up all the way there. So we'll put them across there. Is he going to back up into the cap? Just in case he sees those coming, we'll lay another set slightly to the front. And I have come up on the team chat, and I've said, look guys, if you aren't going to come out from behind your rock and actually give me a bit of support, then I'm not going to sit there in the middle of a frigging capture point being shot at by two battleships. So you pull your fingers out, and I'll pull my finger out and go back in for the cap. But we miss with the torps. We get a salvo off of HE there. It gets us spotted, but it gets us the cap reset again, and we're going to try and get another shot off before we disappear behind this hill. We've dropped detection. That's smart player. Another cap reset. We land a torpedo and get a flood on, I think it's the Missouri. We've just lost one battleship sitting on that flank, and matey boy here has still got his face pressed firmly against the wall. And it's like, seriously man, what the hell are you doing? Should I say, what the heck, to be more polite and to reduce the amount of swearing that I'm doing in my videos or live streams. I shouldn't be a naughty boy. He's not the naughty boy, he's the Messiah. Monty Python reference there, if you get it. But here we go. What's he going to do? Is he going to barrel through, or is he going to turn into the corner? This guy has decided that he's just going to go straight at him, and I'm thinking, what do I do? What do I do? Missouri's still pushing in. Let's put some onto the Missouri as well, because we want to get around and play this cap. Now at this moment in time, you'll notice that C cap has not been taken by either team. There's a cruiser that's down there almost at the 6 o'clock position of the minimap. He did start out on C cap, and he is kited all the way down from C cap all the way along the bottom, and then he's going to come back up this way because we've lost the majority of our team. We've lost 5 of 9 ships, whereas red team have lost 2. So I'm just risking it for a biscuit here to see what I can do. We get some cap resets on, and do we get a torpedo? Yes we do, and then we get another kill. That is beautiful. This JB is burning, he's going away from us, so I want to try and get him in range and land a second fire on him. I'm trying to look around and see what's left of the team, and to be honest, there isn't a lot. We do get the fire. There's still something on this damn cap blocking me, and I think, right, we've got torpedoes, we're probably going to have to go again, but can we get back onto that JB? Let's reverse out of the smoke. We stick our butt, bare butt, out of the window and see how hot it is out there, and see if there's anything. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? Let's try and reset him. No, too late to reset. Which way is he going to go? He knows he's spotted, but what is he going to do? Now a little trick you can do with the destroyers is you can light a target up with a torpedo indicator. It tells you if they're paying attention, basically, because when they're spotted, hard spotted, they'll get spotted by eyeball, and when you target them, they get a little 1 in a crosshair beside that eyeball that tells them that somebody is targeting them with weapons. I don't know if it's with guns or if it's just with torpedoes, but yeah, it's it's a sort of giveaway that they are being targeted. And I'm kind of thinking this guy's been a bit wiggly. If he sees the first set coming, he might try to slow down and turn sort of towards my direction to avoid them. We've lost all 3 caps now. The other destroyer is trying to do his damn best to get some torpedoes onto something, and I've decided that I am just going to have to pull back. There's not a lot I can do now. Our cruiser is still way out there at the back of the map, and it would be beautiful if it could be in a little bit closer, but I understand that if... oh, devastating strike. I forgot that was in there. That was nice. Okay, let's turn around then. Let's go back to the capture points. So, dear, no. Oh god, not another one. Right, we need to push the caps. We need some points, and to get the points we're going to need some kills. There's only me and this cruiser left, and to be honest, at this stage of the game I was really thinking that this game is lost. If we kill this guy, can I get on a cap? Yes, I could. Is it going to be enough to turn the game? It is probably not going to be enough to turn the game. So let's go out and see what we can do. It's not the greatest game of all, to be frank, and this Colorado here I really do think has a sixth sense, because I don't know how he figures it out, but I also think it might be Wargaming is playing with my torpedo indicator, because he's heading out there just as an Atlantico comes round the corner in front of us, and that is up Ship Creek. That's Ship SHIP Creek without a paddle. The torpedoes are running on the Colorado. How he knew those were coming, I don't know. But yeah, he might be one of those people, as I said, that keeps an eye on whether or not he's being targeted and decides that he is going to change speed and or direction. But he is burning, he's putting a turn in, and I think what he's decided he's going to do is, knowing there's torpedoes flying around, is turn, run back towards the map, or run towards the back of the map, thereby saving himself, putting himself out of the range of the cruiser and bringing himself towards the Atlantico for a little bit of support. But here we go. What have we got? 3, 2, 1. We're going to launch. Yes, let's put a spread out and let's do another spread. No, let's save it. Let's save it because we're on 3 kills. There's still a couple of minutes left on the clock, and 1 salvo of torpedoes is enough for him if we connect. So is the fact that he's turned around going to be his undoing? Because had he charged towards the cruiser at the back, yes, he might have kept burning, but by the same measure, he would have been going away from me and therefore might have avoided those torpedoes. But it wasn't to be. So the last salvo of torpedoes goes here towards the Atlantico. He's come round the corner, so he's lost speed coming round the corner. He will now pick up a little bit of speed as he straightens up, and we are going to push back in towards this cap. Now the game is lost at this point. Those torpedoes are looking good. That cruiser isn't going to be any help in killing that hipper, so there is going to be no clutch win, unfortunately, and that Atlantico manages to friggin' avoid a set of torpedoes, so we just throw the last set out there, and now I'm going to go guns. I know it is stupid going guns on an Atlantico, but I want to distract this guy and give him something else to think about while those torpedoes are running in. We go skinny, we turn out, and boom, that is Kraken number 133. It isn't going to be a glorious victory though, because I turn in towards this Helena instead of out, thinking I need to stay on the cap, and that's what I get for slowing down to try and tighten that turn up. So there we go. We zip to the last 10 seconds of the match, and as I said, that cruiser out there was sadly too far to be effective in helping to get rid of that last ship. So we finished with our Kraken and a dev strike on 100 and let's say 114,000 damage. We got a lot of cap defense on that one, but just under 2,000 base XP on a defeat would have been just under 3,000 on a victory, so potentially a very nice game. So, as I said earlier, you can't will them all, but you can do what you can until it becomes impossible. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please do smash the like button and leave me a comment, and if you haven't done so, please do subscribe to the channel. We are getting so very much closer to 900. Until next time, look after yourselves, take care, and goodbye.